Hello, Internet. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Good morrow.
Okay, what the f*** are you doing?
Who said that?
Your conscience, duh.
Well, what do you want right now? I'm trying to record some audio.
I'm simply just letting you know that you sound kinda cringe.
Okay, when did you start using the word cringe?
Wouldn't you know,
Dude, you just offended like half the internet.
So what? You could just bleep it out later.
Yeah, but that's not the point, me.
Continue, please.
So anyways,
Today in this video, I'm gonna tell you about 10 rappers you've never heard of that's better than most rappers you have heard of. And this is not in any particular order or anything. I enjoy listening to all of these artists' music about equally the same. And just a quick disclosure, I'm not trying to say that every rapper you listen to and heard of are bad, because that's a pretty wild opinion. I'm trying to say that there are a lot of artists out there that are very talented that don't get as much recognition as some rappers out there that aren't even that great in my opinion. But I'm just a judgmental. With that being said, let's get into the video.
Coming at number 1, we have Tedy Andreas.
I'm tired of giving advice. Sometimes I look outside to see just am I living my life right. Electrifying rappers brought my gat to the knife fight. Who gon' win? It's obvious we all gon' sin, but I'm gone. Yeah, hey, so I'm gone.
Tedy Andreas was born in Connecticut but later moved to Houston, Texas when he was 5 years old. He later then moved to Los Angeles and started uploading some bangers to SoundCloud in 2013, but the artist got wildly more noticed after releasing Mad Illusions in 2015. He then released In Too Deep in 2017. He was even featured on Vibe magazine and made an appearance on Hot 97. Listen to Tedy Andreas, his music is dope and I know there were still great things to come from this young artist.
The liquor bottle getting empty, I'm starting to lose my self-conscious shit. Really don't want all the compliments. Used to say stay in your lane, then I came with that flame. Now they tell me how hot it is. Ain't it ironic? The bandwagon open, they just now hop onto this. Play this at all of the parties and turn up the volume any minute now.
The reasons I chose Tedy Andreas for this list are because he has a lot more to say than a large portion of mainstream artists, with always a story to tell. And I think it's great how the artist never fails to make that old school sound blend in perfectly with today's sound. As if he got sent to the past, got stuck, and then came back to the future.
Sometimes I feel like they don't get the bigger picture. Some people in my city, they don't believe the sky's the limit, or they're so content burning trees and popping pills. They don't shoot for the thrill no more. They'd rather deny greatness than embrace it. I embrace it. If the world were to end today, I wouldn't be halfway satisfied with the marks I made. That's all that really fazed me. Not concerned cause I've always been easily motivated, so I know I'll make it. Only a matter of time. Life changes, I just write down my observations and viewpoints on how I see it. You ain't gotta like it, just respect it. You ain't gotta like me, just respect me.
Coming at number 2, we have Jon Waltz.
Call up my dogs, call up my dogs. We gon' be on BETMTH1. Call up my dogs, call up my dogs. We gon' be on BETMTH1.
Jon Waltz is a Memphis, Tennessee-based artist. He let his name be known when he was only 17 years old in 2013, with his single debut Bang, Left My Home. After releasing some great singles the next few years, Jon Waltz wanted to finish his college education before he could dive full-time into music. Now he has released his mixtape Monochrome in late June 2019, and he has been working on the mixtape since 2017, the artist says. The wait was definitely worth it.
You like being easy when I'm hard? Very good metaphor. Metaphor last week, then I met a better whore. Never ever settle scores, forever I'm getting more. Nowadays getting bored. Board games with my favorite lady, but she hella foreign. Hang around a bunch of tan girls and they hella orange. All they ever asked for is dick and it never more. In the era where the people always follow errors more.
The reasons I chose Jon Waltz for this list are because he really knows how to express his emotions very well through his music, really painting a picture for your mind. Also, every song you hear from the artist sound vastly different from one another, as if he could create any type of style, from some sounding like some beautiful blues music to some sick bars to a nice love song you can vibe to with your girl.
You remind me of drugs. You remind me of home. You remind me of
And at number 3, we got Nick Gray.
When you really hustling and you don't gotta say shit. You can't even trust the people that you making plays with. Karma is a bitch that type that you don't wanna play with. Karma is a bitch that type that you don't wanna play with.
Nick Gray is a Boston, Massachusetts-based artist. He's known for his mixtapes Northside in 2016, Bittersweet in 2018, and now Dash Pack and Forgot About These in 2019. The artist was a member of Pilot Nation with Stiz, or Cousin Stiz, Jeff Replay, and some others. Nick Gray says when Pilot Nation ended, he kinda fell off and didn't really know what to do music-wise. Until a friend of his heard his music and asked why he stopped, and Nick Gray really didn't have an answer. So he made enough money to buy a computer and start working on some beats. The artist says it took a whole year and a half later. The wait was well worth it because all the music he put out when he came back was pure gold.
It get a little tough, I would never switch sides on you. Put it in drive for you. Pull up solely on your word and analyze for you. That's some dedication you can have when it's full of 100%. Any less, that's just something I wouldn't wanna accept, and that's all.
The reasons I chose Nick Gray for this list are because when I'm feeling discouraged or unmotivated to do something, for example like go to work or study, I'll just listen to his song called Today, and it's literally like an adrenaline rush that instantly changes that unmotivation to motivation times 10. As if I just downed 2 Rockstar energy drinks. Please don't do that, by the way. And also because I read that outside of his rap and hustle life, Nick actually sometimes goes to work at his dad's small company. Nick knows how hard his father works for his family, and I think it's lit that the artist can take the time out of his busy schedule to help out his family.
Good love, bad love, we get anything just to have some. We got broke costs and some bad loans. We got open wounds, we need patched up. I done fell so hard and done fell so far. That getting back up never felt so hard. When you put it all in, you can lose so quick.
And now, with number 4, we have Marcellus Juvann.
So you can't say a thing to me. I put in the time. Ain't nothing I got just gave to me. Learned this on my own. Ain't nobody get a game to me. Never sell my soul for the gold. That shit lame to me.
Marcellus Juvann was born in Cleveland but moved to Houston when he was around 13 years old. The artist later attended college in Orlando, Florida, and he's been in Florida ever since to work on his music career. He's known for his mixtapes The Fall in 2015, The Great Escape in 2016, Carpe Noctem in 2017, Everyone Lives in the End in 2018, and Keep Alive in 2019. Marcellus landed a management deal with Roc Nation and a recording deal with Radio Killer Records. It seems this young artist is finding his great escape quicker than we think.
I feel like Martin Luther, ay. Hallelujah, ay. I smoke the weed, I let my bitch light up that hookah. If my niggas rob a bank, you know I gotta be the shooter. Went to hell to smack the devil, had a stare off with Medusa.
The reasons I chose Marcellus Juvann for this list are because I enjoy hearing the unique blend of culture he produces through his music, from all the different lifestyles he's lived. And although I feel the artist displays a tough personality through his music, I can't help but feel a sense of holiness and humbleness as well. And that's always a good feeling to have while enjoying music.
It's cool, I know that we all born sinners, so I'm praying for a better me, so you can be a better you. And thank God for temptation, we facing them daily, they making us stronger, and that might sound crazy.
And next, with number 5, we have Meekins.
Life is, I said life is good. Life is, I said life is good. Life is.
Meekins was born in Boston but moved to Los Angeles to pursue his music career. He's known for the mixtapes 1993 Volume 1 and 2, Faces mixtape, Blazed and Confused 1 and 2, Netrospectin, I think that's how you pronounce it, Lamp City and Peace in the same year, I believe, Stories from the Green Line, December, January, February, Yellow, Life of Meekins Part 1 through 7, and more. My God, that was a mouthful. But his resume proves the dedication, and that's an amazing thing.
Thinking about you lately, I don't even know what planet I'm on. Tell me what world we on, baby, tell me what world we on. Give me one good reason why you and me just leave and go home.
The reasons I chose Cam Meekins for this list are because at an early age, the artist had a love for music and taught himself how to play the guitar, drums, and piano, and used that young knowledge to make beats for himself and others, which is like he's using his gifts to benefit others as well. And also because when the artist was 15 years old, he had a jet ski accident and nearly bled to death before he was saved by doctors. And during his recovery, Cam realized that music is what he wants to make a priority, and to this day it definitely shows. Sometimes it takes something drastic to get people's heads in the right direction, and my boy Cam's head's definitely in the right direction.
That sounded kinda weird.
See, I never get offended by the people that be hating when we make it out in public. I'm just happy that I made it, and I'm never getting jaded by the money that we making. If you knew about the effort that this motherfucker taking, you would see why we get to the top like a grand crew. People looking at us like we can't stand.
Okay, 5 rappers down. Should we take a break?
No. You know how long people have been waiting for this idea of yours?
Well, that's kind of your fault. You let a lot of people know about it before you even started this video. You pumped up a lot of people over an idea you haven't even utilized yet.
You technically only exist in this video, dude, so yeah, don't make me delete you.
Oh dear boy, you should know by now that you can never get rid of me.
You're wasting my time, bitch. On to the next.
Moving in number 6, we have Uno Hype.
You know better than this, but do you know better at all? They never there when you fall, only around when you ball. This is my brothers and them. I cannot fuck with no friends, only my cousins and kin. Folks and fan, been to business.
Uno Hype is a Maryland-based artist. He's known for the mixtapes Fuck the Hype in 2012 and Be Good shortly after in 2013. The artist collaborated with DJ Black Diamond, Capital Steez, Joey Badass, Smoke Dizza, Tayyib Ali, who of which is on this list, and much more. The list and opportunities go on for this young artist. I remember thinking to myself when I first heard Fuck the Hype that every song on there was a good song, and I had it on repeat for years, and still jamming out to the Mr. Uno Hype in the present day.
You sit around like you don't know what to do. Chip on your shoulder, you got something to prove. Make that move, don't be afraid to lose. Flex your muscle like you on the jokes. Elevate, elevate, elevate.
The reasons I chose Uno Hype for this list are because his sound, in my opinion, is a very professional sound, even way back when I discovered him in 2012. I remember thinking to myself back then that his sound somewhat reminds me of Pro Era. Also because this is one of the first underground artists that I started listening to growing up in high school. Fuck the Hype introduced me to a whole new world of underground music that I never knew existed. So I thank you, Mr. Uno Hype, for opening my eyes to a culture that's away from all the hype.
Word of advice is open your eyelids and look at a young nigga just doing it right. Move through the night, kill them all since they was moving alike. Put them in alignment, lock me in confinement, but you don't know what grind is, you gotta put the time in.
Moving in number 7, we have Skizzy Mars.
Skizzy Mars is from Harlem, New York. The artist started off in rock bands before drifting towards hip-hop, dropped a single called Douchebag, and then a few others, and then landed a publishing deal. The artist is known for the mixtapes Phases, Pace, Red Balloon Project, Alone Together, Are You Okay, I Can't Take Me Anywhere, collaborating with Prelo, and Free Skizzy Mars. Red Balloon Project reached number 35 Billboard chart on Top 200, and Alone Together reaching number 50.
I get money for clubbing, I get pussy for loving. We get blackout at pre-games and more, blackout at functions. I know I came from nothing, but we gon' be something. I could put that on.
The reasons I chose Skizzy Mars for this list are because when I'm listening to his music, I get a feeling that I'm listening to multiple genres all at once. Kinda like mixing all the sodas together when you go to McDonald's. And also because the artist says he was inspired by Kid Cudi and Kanye. But I can't help but feel like his music is completely original, as if he invented his own genre.
30 racks, I could make that back. Pitch game like Seneco, facts. All these lies that they tell, no facts. I want you to myself, all mine. Want you to myself, all mine. Want you to myself, all mine. I'm greedy, greedy, greedy.
And going to number 8, we have Tayyib Ali.
When you niggas faking, I be trying to sneak the 8 in. He must not know anybody can replace him. Northside beat your face in. True statement. To find me, Joe, you don't need navigation like that.
Tayyib Ali is a Philadelphia-based artist. He debuted with his mixtape 18 in 2010. The artist is greatly known for his mixtapes Keystone State of Mind 1 through 4. He also came out with The Most High, Prop 215, Ali, Self-Made, Underrated, 92 Till Infinity, Rest in Peace, Mac, and Living Legend. Tayyib had his jaw broken, got it wired shut, and still made a whole mixtape while his jaw was wired shut. It's literally called Wired Shut, and the x-ray photo is the cover. Bold move, but a smart one. I wonder if 50 Cent knows about this. Tayyib Ali has associated with Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, Cisco Adler, Dave Patton, Logic, and more.
Let me put you on game. With your bitch, I tell her roll one. Posted on the strip, I'm with my niggas, let me hold. Let me put you on game. Draw that whip just like it's stolen. The youngin' in the hood, now I'm feeling like the old. Let me put you on game.
The reasons I chose Tayyib Ali for this list are because he's been passionate about making music since he was 10, and you can really hear that passion when you're listening. And also because when you're a child and you have a certain passion, and that passion follows you to adulthood, then I think that is something rare and special, and is definitely worth looking more into.
I'ma still be their favorite artist. All these rappers do what I do. I'm these niggas' fathers. Still be the shit regardless, and still make hits through all this. When you at the top, you got no time for small shit. Pray that all the good keep coming to me. Yeah. If you're listening, thank you for fucking with me.
Drifting in number 9, we have Solomonilla.
I just hit the gas and I'm gone. Need a little less, give me more. Bet you coming last when I'm gone. I can never lose her. I'm outside, it's my time. When my turn, I took my chance.
Solomonilla is from Maryland, but moved to Los Angeles to focus on making music. The artist says skateboarding has a major influence on his creative direction, and loved skateboarding as a kid, so he tries to take advantage of skating for his younger self. The artist is known for the mixtapes Energy Part 1, 2, and 3, 99, 99 Overall, and 99 Rejects, Welcome to Anywhere, MIM, Lick Season 2, and Beneath the Surface. The artist is frequently promoted by Lyrical Lemonade and Elevator. The reasons I chose Solomonilla for this list are because he sounds like the new day and age type rap you would hear on the radio, but when I listen, I get a sense that the artist sounds more intelligent and overall more pleasing to the ear. And also because some might say he sounds like a mumble rapper, but honestly, he has some real beautiful melodies in his music, unlike anything you would hear on the radio with these new types of rappers. So the word mumble rapper to me doesn't quite fit Solomonilla's description. So yeah, can't think of another word besides a true artist.
Let me get down on it. Ooh. You can't find love, it's cause you're inside of it, alright.
And now sliding to number 10, we have Rockie Fresh.
Okay, now I realize you may have heard of this artist before, being signed to Maybach and all, but there is still a lot of people that have not heard of this artist. I actually had a tough time deciding if I should include this artist, but I remember I asked one of my buddies if he remembers that God is Great song that was all over the radio in 2013, and he was like, no. And I'm like, Rockie Fresh? God is Great? Radio? And he's like, who? So, Rockie Fresh is a Chicago, Illinois-based artist, greatly known for his God is Great in 2013. But he debuted in 2009 with his Rocky's Modern Life album, then The Other Side in 2010, and Driving 88 in 2012, which led to a signing by Rick Ross' Maybach Music Group. He then released an album called Electric Highway, which has appearances from Rick Ross, Currency, and Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace, Nipsey. In 2013, Rockie released a ton of EPs and albums, and now I'm reading that the artist has been signed to Rostrum Records in 2018.
Yeah, now they tell me that I'm real as shit. So alive, but my swisher got some killing it. Remember when my nigga had to steal a whip? Now we ballin' out, straight cash at the dealership. White hoes, black hoes, we all mixed up. Hating on us, that's that shit that get your bitch fucked.
The reason I chose Rockie Fresh for this list is because, although he went mainstream, I feel there's a lot of people out there that haven't heard of Rockie and has not been blessed by his music yet. Tune in to Rockie Fresh. I have a feeling that there are great things to come.
I'm still doing what I choose, getting paid, paying dues. Go by one rule, what it is, never lose. Babe army, I'm a troop, stepping hard like a noob. Bit blunt blowing, you would think a nigga played the flute.
And that's actually not that for today's video. I have a bonus rapper for you guys to throw some more vibes at you.
Take that, take that, take that. So anyways, and finishing with number 11, we have Mikey SB.
And that's what made me never let the negativity aggravate me. We all have the choice, I just had the voice. You don't need to hate me, it's love. That's what woke me up. It's love. That's what woke me up.
Mikey SB was born in Florida. He's known for the mixtapes Life, High Five, Preaching Only Truth, The Celebration, Sensei, and Chase Your Dreams. The artist is constantly looking for different ways to motivate and inspire others, whether it's through his music or even simply just talking to a camera connecting with his viewers.
And today I'm here to talk with you about getting things done.
Mikey says when he was in middle school, he was already writing down raps, and by the time he went to high school, he started recording. The artist is a co-founder of Potent, or Pot Entertainment, which is a cannabis-cultured lifestyle brand. Check out the website for cool interviews, social media links, and merch you can buy so you can be as fly as this guy in July. Too much?
Too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be who I could be, so let's see. I made this here for you, for what you do
got
for
a lot
me.
on my mind, yeah, and it's driving me crazy. Said I'ma get it in time, yeah, that's why he made me, yeah. Said I've been looking for a sign, yeah, to show me that I ain't crazy.
The reasons I chose Mikey SB for this list are because, no lie, he seems like a real stand-up guy, and his music is awesome. And also because, when the artist is feeling motivated, he shares his inspiring thoughts with others. He doesn't only use his positivity for his own benefit. No, he records his thoughts and tries to have others feel the same positivity and inspiration, which is like he's putting his fans before himself, and that is rare these days for anyone, let alone an up-and-coming artist.
I'm overloaded from the work, I got my soul on my t-shirt. Pushing even when it hurts, I put them limits off of this earth. That's why the territory in the contract say for the universe. Cause I do this here for you, I love to put my people first.
And that actually is that for today's video. If you enjoyed it and found out about some awesome new rappers, please be sure to like the video. This is the first time I attempted to do anything like this, and I worked really long and really hard on it. But if you know of any talented artists out there that should be recognized more for their masterpieces, please comment their names down below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe.
They better subscribe. The fuck?
I know I can't do this on my own. I can't be here by myself. No, I can't be here by myself. I've been working my ass off. I think it's time for me to get my pay. Okay, tell a niggas that it's my turn. It's my turn.